So after going 4-0 on day 1, the Celtic Tigers were ready for day 2. And after Adria and Len stayed up all night doing the math the entire tournament, we drew the Styrian Studs for the round of 16. This game was played on the one pitch that wasn't streamed, but we didn't really miss much as we routed them 39-8 to go straight to the quarterfinal. And it was in this quarterfinal that we played a familiar face from day 1, the Milano Mad Dogs. This quarterfinal ended up being a lot different to our group stage game. We stalled out in our first offensive drive, but after that it was a straight shootout, with both offenses scoring literally on every drive of the game until the Milano Mad Dogs' last drive. At the time, the score was 39-33 and our defense needed to stop. Rex got an illegal contact penalty that really backed up the Italians to their own end zone, and on 4th down they threw us a pick which gave our offense good field position. On the following play, we took it down to the 1 yard line before we started to bleed clock, and with no time remaining, Maddie threw the tying touchdown to Len in the back of the end zone. We followed this up with the game-winning PAT to Neil, and we were off to the semis, where we would face another rematch from day 1 of the Slovenian champs, the Black Miners. Similar to the game we had just played against the Mad Dogs, our second game against the Black Miners was a lot different to the first. It was a lot more back and forth, with both defenses struggling to stop both offenses, which were now beginning to roll. In the second half alone, the lead was changing nearly every drive, so we would score to go up, then they would score, and we'd just go back and forth like that. Probably a true pivotal moment in the tournament for the Tigers was when we had 2 injuries back to back to myself and Len. However, that's when our coach slash super sub extraordinaire Andre stepped up and started taking some reps for us at receiver, which actually turned out to be huge for us because he was the one who caught the go-ahead score with 30 seconds left in the clock for us to win it 38-35. Which brings us to the final. And before I even get into the game, I should explain that up until this point, the Celtic Tigers had been a collective 0-7 on coin tosses. Meaning we had lost every single coin toss up until that point. And you can guess it, in the final, we won our first coin toss, which is a bad sign straight off the rip. However, from how we actually played, it probably didn't mean anything, because in the first half, Andre once again cropped up and had 2 interceptions, which put us into an unbelievably good spot to actually go ahead and win this game. But unfortunately, on 4th and 2, we just couldn't convert twice, once in the middle of the first half, once to end the first half, and just couldn't score on those critical moments, which probably cost us the game in the end. We still got the ball to start the second half, but again couldn't score, and the Spatzen ended up winning 30-13. It was a tough one to lose, but still a great experience to play in a final of a tournament like that. And the real silver lining for the Celtic Tigers was that our very own Matty O'Meara took home the MVP of the tournament. So congrats to him. It was well deserved, and if you like this video, follow for more.